Good morning, Lord. Good evening for me. But just real quick, every time I'm running, for some people, you people clear their mind and it makes them at ease. But for me, when I'm running, it's like I'm arguing with myself. It really is a fight in my head, right? An emotional roller coaster. And it is so easy to lose focus, to lose motivation, to lose that whatever calibrated you to start doing to get yourself down the right path. And it really is an argument every step that I take. Um, because for me, it just, no matter how much I time I invest into this, it doesn't get easier, right? Like, so I'm fighting with myself because I'm tired, uh, don't feel well. I'm always hungry, so I'm hangry with myself too. And what the reason why it is so easy to lose focus, but it's so much more harder to get back into track is because we forget the why we're doing it and the purpose. Once you have a purpose into why you're doing this, you're focused. But you take a break, you find an excuse, you slack off, and that purpose gets faded, right? But that focus and that purpose and the why needs to be the reason why you stay on track. You know, every day needs to be a victory. Now, not every day is a good day, but even on the bad day, when you're down or things are not going right, as long as you are calibrated, you know your purpose, you know your why, and you still pushing forward, you still winning. So, for myself, one of the whys or one of the purposes is okay. I don't want to go do this, or I don't want to. I'm trying to talk myself into doing something that I don't want to do. I always revert it back to what is most important at this time in my life, which is my family. Um, I have a son, and no matter what, he is 5. He is going to. He's getting older. He understands certain things, and I want him to be able to look back of who I am. He knows that I love him, but I want to illustrate the discipline that I trying to apply to myself so that when he's older, he could think back. I'm like, you know what? I remember my dad used to do this. Or my dad always, he had the discipline to do these things. And as he gets older, hopefully it will help him do the same. So when all else fails, I always revert back to my son or and my daughter. I want to know that whenever I go with her to school or I take her to her first dance or I go to her prom and I'm hiding behind the bleachers and I'm making sure everything is okay, like every good father should. She knows that, you know what, I'm proud of my dad. She knows that I love her. That would never be a doubt in her mind, but I want him to be proud of not necessarily about how I look, but proud that I took care of myself long enough, well enough to meet my grandkids. So, for me, when all fails, I make myself for them.